Third play of the game against the Chargers in their Week 3 matchup. Let's just count it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is an 8-man box, technically, on a 1st and 10. We're going to have Robert Woods motion towards the play side slot here. That takes out a linebacker from the box, puts him into the slot, presumably in some type of zone coverage with Robert Woods. So now we have a 7-man box. Woods is going to motion across the line of scrimmage, across the formation, what's known as a jet motion. Jet motion takes out another second-level defender, creating a 5-man box, one linebacker left. He gets sealed out by the right tackle, and we're going to see how he got sealed out. But these pre-snap motions and this pre-snap movement manipulated this Chargers front 7 into a front 5, took out 2 field side defensive linemen, and caused the Mike linebacker Denzel Perryman to flow right into the right tackle Rob Havenstein climbing up towards him. Todd Gurley basically had to run through just a vacant, wide open space after initially going up against an 8-man box. Against the Vikings, 1st and 10. We have Robert Woods again at the top. Little bunch formation here. Cooks isolated on this side. 7-man box against the Vikings. Watch that 7-man box get dissipated. Will linebacker Anthony Barr flows over just in case there's some play action. There's a swing pass to Woods, or in case the jet motion is actually a jet motion handoff. And then we're going to see from the end zone angle, the Mike linebacker Eric Kendricks manipulated just enough to, again, get a second-level block to seal him out. First-level blocking is obviously perfect because it's the Rams' offensive line. But this is initially pre-snap. This is an impossible second-level block for even Andrew Whitworth. But Kendricks flows over just enough off the threat of the jet motion that Whitworth is able to climb up there and seal him out. And also just the threat of the play action, because, again, this is like the base play for the Rams in terms of just pre-snap motion, pre-snap look. They can either run inside zone, outside zone, or play action. And your other box defender here, he kind of carries with, I think, this Cooper Kupp just enough in case it is actually play action. And he gets taken out just enough. And that's another incredible positive game for Gurley. Same old song and dance against the Broncos. First play of the second quarter, 1st and 10. 7-man box, as you can see. Simple jet motion from Woods. Creates a negative flow against the linebackers. Perfect first level blocking, like a 20-something yard gain for Gurley, running up against a 7-man box. The Bengals typically wouldn't have this jet motion initially from the beginning, and you would require all of your blockers to win because you're going to have the tight end here kind of scrape across the formation to take out the backside defender here. And you have 3 linebackers who can all press the point of attack here because this is a run to the left. But just the jet motion just does enough, right? It just creates the flow of the linebackers going against the grain. Creates a lot more space at the point of attack for your first level blockers to win easy one-on-one assignments. And then your second level blockers, much more favorable angles to get all the way up there. And I also like how in the Rams offense, you typically have your play side receivers actually go downfield just so the safeties are basically taken out of run defense. It's just another layer, another wrinkle that just creates a lot more space, a lot more favorable opportunities for Gurley to gain explosive yardage. So we've seen some outside zone coming off the jet motion, and there were 2 unique examples in their home game against the Seahawks, and those are going to be the final 2 that I'm going to showcase here. Early in the first quarter, 1st and 10. Initially, we're in a 2-by-3 with Goff in shotgun, but then we're going to bring Gurley back into the backfield. Goff under center, now in a 2-by-2 up against the Seahawks nickel defense playing in off-zone coverage. And for line of scrimmage defenders, I guess it depends on who you ask, how many box defenders they have, but let's just call it 6 with the 2 linebackers here and the slot cornerback. up against Brandon Cooks here. But we're going to have a jet motion from Cooper Kupp. He's going to shift the second level towards the play side of the field, the short side of the field. Takes KJ Wright out of it. Freezes Wagner just enough for the tight end Tyler Higbee to come all the way across towards the middle of the formation. Take him out. We're going to have a trap block from Roger Saffold, the left guard here, accounting for the unoccupied edge defender. Good first level blocking on the defensive tackles. But again, look where Wagner's lined up pre-snap, right? And this is the guy who has to block him in the second level. So the jet motion's whole responsibility is just to create that negative flow for the linebackers. Good first level blocking. Gives Gurley enough space to almost run for a first down. Rams are knocking on the door, down by 4 in the red zone late in the second quarter. We saw a little inside zone with the trap block on the last play, but we haven't seen a pure outside run or like a toss or a sweep yet with the jet motion. And here we're going to see that against the Seahawks. We've seen a lot of manipulation for the inside second level defenders, but Gurley is going to try to attack the pure edge here. And the jet motion doesn't need necessarily to manipulate these two linebackers, but they need to take care of the force player because the force player's responsibility is to funnel everything back inside. When you funnel a sweep back inside, it's basically a win for the defense. And as we see here, the jet motion isn't really going to fool anybody outside of the force defender, and that's all who needs to be fooled here. So we're going to have Brandon Cooks, jet motion across. Again, everybody reacts accordingly, but there's just enough space created because the force player gets funneled inside of his block here. This is the force player here. Just a couple steps inside, gives Cooks the advantage to seal him out. You have tremendous second level blocking by both Andrew Whitworth and Roger Saffold. Bobby Wagner isn't really fooled by the jet motion, right? But it doesn't matter because Gurley already has the space he needs because there is no force defender to funnel everything back inside. And it's a touchdown.